place.
Yeah, I'm not tonight, but
No. The whole thing, there is on Saturday, hands-on workshop with timber, with nails, hammer, the whole lot of building a structure for somebody.
And then we ended up meeting
The structure will be erected in some
Sweden who just joined the capital community.
It's a hands-on work. Hands-on. Oh, this
In
weekend? Yes, that is on it.
Yes, we just arrived a week before.
Going to be a lot bigger, but I did ask you to invoke your imagination, so we can imagine this is like 20 times larger. And you're probably quite shocked that, oh my God, I've spent all this money, have I made a terrible mistake? But you come back the next day and you discovered something wonderful has happened. It somehow miraculously has grown and has become a building. And the interesting thing about that is that the most important part of that really building is not so much the outside, but it's this other part, the inside, because this really is where we, spend our time, and all that intimate stuff happens where we have the sex and we have the children and we have the interaction and all the family stuff happens there, that this really is the making of a world. That space that facilitates that was pre-existing on the site before the building was ever there. So then this is the difference between the flat pack and the actual reality of the architecture. So what we've done, in fact, is we've created these boundaries around a portion of space, and this portion of space was there before the building, and when the building is gone, the space will still be there. So this really space, what it is, in fact, is a piece of universal space that we've hived off, here on the earth from this universe that we exist in. And because the nature of the universe is that it's a sort of hologram, that each piece of the universe contains the whole, what we've done is we've managed to hive off a piece of really the world, that we've scaled things down to manageable proportions, that we can cope with the fact that we're alive, we're aware, and that psychologically these boundaries will allow us to get in touch with the space that's actually inside us. So what this does then is it facilitates us getting in touch with our own deep inner selves, that the physical aspects of the building provides enough psychological security for us that we can start getting in touch with our own imaginative world that's inside ourselves. So it's this really parallel between the architecture and people that's so critical. What the building is really, in fact, it's a replication of our own selves, that we have a physical body and exterior, and that's what we present to the world. And that's why there's so many odd looking houses that we see that are so obviously proclaiming themselves, just like people proclaim themselves as being successful or desirable, or that they're surviving better than you. That's what that is when we see the pretentious house. But of course the most important part of ourselves and the most important part of the building is what's really inside us.